Show. This is episode 1108, and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my studio inside my RV. We have a very special guest here this morning. Baby Bjorn has decided to join us. If you are joining me live, please say hello. If you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello, as I do get notified from all comments throughout the day. And if you've ever taken a look at the comment section on my videos, you'll know that I always reply to everybody. See, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Hi, Joe. Good morning. Hi, Julie. Hi, Donna and Chrissy and Sharon, Val, Judy. Good morning. Hi, Ann. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Hi, Judy and Chrissy. Good morning. Welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1108, and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my studio inside my RV with baby Bjorn. Hi, Judy. Good morning. And just working on a really simple and lovely knit cowl that I will be teaching you how to make in the next few days. If you did not get a chance to see the tutorial video that I released on Friday, I released the first video for the Honey Rose hat and cowl set. What's really interesting about this pattern is that not only do you get the hat and cowl pattern in the pattern, but you also get instructions and charts to make it both in number 4 worsted weight yarn and how to make it in number 6 super bulky yarn. They are ultimately the same stitch pattern, but worked in different multiples with different thicknesses of yarn and different crochet hooks, 4 different gauges, to give you a similar but yet different look. So you get 4 patterns in one. You get the hat pattern with charts for both number 4 worsted weight yarn and number 6 super bulky yarn, and then you get the cowl pattern as well in both with charts and written instructions for both worsted weight and number 4 worsted weight and number 6 super bulky weight yarn. They are so beautiful. I hope you like them as much as I do. And with all of that texture, it means it's going to be that much warmer and cozier in the colder weather coming. Like, anytime you can add texture to your knits, it gives the air a place to lock in and make things more insulating. So cozy. Hi, Rose. Good morning. Hi, Angela and Lori and Crazed Vintage Model. Good morning. Yes, they are gorgeous. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like them too. So pretty on, and if you looked at the photos where you put how the hat comes down with like a slight bucket style to the brim, and then with the cowl coming up, you're really covered. I mean, like, you just have that little bit of area where your face comes out. Everything else is covered in cozy yarn. Like, could it be better for a snowstorm or a windy, cold day? Just so nice. Does anybody have any questions about those? Did you get a chance to watch the video? Is it on your list of things to watch? I know Judy just shared a link to the video. If you haven't had a chance to see it, I will also be adding timestamps to the video description today. And what that means, I'll show you because I already wrote them out. What that means is if you're coming back to the video multiple times as you work on the project, you'll be able to click to whichever row you want to go to. I know I wrote them. They're here. They're here. Although I did lose a notebook this weekend. Judy watched it? Great! Here they are. Here's the timestamps that I wrote down when I was editing the video, and I meant to go back in and add them, but when I go back and add them to the video description today, they will go in as hyperlinks. So if you wanted to, let's say that you've been working on the hat and you took some time off and you're coming back to it maybe the next day, next week or whatever, and you're on round 6, you don't have to watch the video from round 1 all the way to round 6. You'll be able to click on the round that you want to get to, and it'll take you right to that spot in the video. In that list, I also show you round 6, like for example, round 6 may start on 17 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm just guessing right now. I'll know for sure when I type it all in today. But you could either scroll to that spot or link on it and it'll take you there as well. Either way it'll work. Great, Sharon watched it. Hi G, hi Martha, hi Barbara. You gonna say hi to everybody? Yeah, is that my sweet baby? Such a good boy. G enjoyed the video. Wonderful, I'm so glad. Do you notice any difference in the AC sound today? I had a mechanic come out here on Friday and take a look at the safety and take some quotes on some things that I need fixed around here, things that I can't do myself, unfortunately. And he took a look at the AC unit and thought that there was something wrong with it. Turns out it wasn't assembled properly at this duct here, and he tightened everything up. We have better quality air conditioning and it's quieter. Yeah, you notice, huh? I know, we noticed right away. I couldn't believe it. Bjorn doesn't like it still. He still stares up at it when it comes on. But it doesn't rattle as much. Apparently what was happening, it was something was crooked in there and it was shooting the AC back outside. Oh, how horrible is that? Horrible. Anyway, we're all good now. And the air comes out so much stronger. It's amazing. And it's less loud. So, yay. Hi, Martha. Good morning. All right, I have also made a lot of progress on our Crochet Design Challenge vest. My pieces are made, they are blocked, they just need to be assembled down the sides. I have the charts all written, I have the pattern written, so we are getting very close to announcing the launch of the Crochet Design Challenge Cardi Wrap vest. I do not have a name for it yet. We're going to have to come up with a name today. What do you think of that? Bjorn's down for anything. Great, Sharon. Yeah, the yarn for the hats was on sale last week. Yeah, I think you're going to really love the shape and design of this Cardi Wrap. I'm excited to share it with you. That'll be out in the next few days. And then I do have another knit pattern on my needles too. This was a pattern that I originally designed when I had Be So Brave yarn, which was a number 4 worsted weight, 100% merino wool. And I'm remaking a lot of those old patterns in yarns that are available now because I find that so many people are confused about yarn substitution that in order for it to make sense to people, I literally have to remake things in new yarns so it makes sense. So that's fine. I'm remaking one of my favorite cowls that I've ever made. It's a really cute stitch pattern too. It's a 4-row repeat. And I'm making a Mobius cowl out of it, and as soon as it's done, I will re-release that pattern as well. I don't blame you, Chrissy. Hawaii sounds amazing. I love to watch shows that take place on Hawaii. I was a huge fan of like Hawaii 5.0 and Magnum PI, the new releases, and just this weekend I found out that NCIS has a Hawaii-based version of the show too, and I just started watching it last night because I love watching any show that takes place in Hawaii. I love Hawaii. Never been, but I love it. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, 4-row repeat. It's nice and easy. Bjorn was making silly faces on Thursday. Not surprising. Bjorn always makes silly faces. Such a good boy, huh? Does anybody have any questions? I guess we'll just keep knitting then, huh? I guess we'll keep knitting and waiting for people's questions to come in. Let's see if Bjorn decides to knit this morning. Thanks, Chrissy. I would say Hawaii is probably at the top of my list of places, U.S., that I would like to go, and Africa would be on the top of my list for places outside the U.S. to go. I would love to go see the animals in Africa, and I would love to see just about everything in Hawaii. Ah, great. Anne's going to make the new hat and cowl set. Wonderful. Whoops, it just dropped a stitch. Let's get that back on the needle. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Hi, Chris. For those of you that watched the video on how to make the hat for the honey rose hat and cowl pattern, you've also learned how to make the cowl as well, because it's the same stitch pattern. But I was curious to know if anybody feels like you would still need a separate video to make the cowl. Is it easy to understand the stitch pattern from what you saw, or would you prefer to have a separate video for the cowl? Lori says Africa and Ireland are her bucket list. Yes, good choices. Yeah, Ireland looks beautiful too, so is Scotland. I don't know if I mentioned last week, but the beach that we go to all the time, Wiggins Pass, is not planning on reopening for one to 2 years from now, which is absolutely just heartbreaking to hear. All right, thanks for the heads up, Sharon. Yeah, yeah, so sad. I can only imagine. I don't. I keep wondering about our driftwood forest, and considering all the buildings were demolished at the beach, I can't imagine the driftwood forest survived the storm. But at least we have the videos and the experiences we have from going there prior to the hurricane, right? It's still hard to comprehend all of that. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kim. They're not even taking volunteers to help at the beaches yet. It's still too dangerous for anybody to go and volunteer. And there are so many people that still need help in other places. So, I mean, there's still a lot of volunteer opportunities here. And, in time, we'll be able to volunteer and help clean up the beaches too, but it's too dangerous to do that still. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know about that, Judy. Well, if you're asking if there's driftwood now to take with you, it's always been illegal to take it out of the park. You're not allowed to take it, but I was specifically meaning that beautiful, erect driftwood forest that we used to love there so much. I would imagine it's gone. If buildings and houses and cars and everything else is gone, I can only imagine that that's gone too. Oh, you know what? I am not paying attention to what I'm doing here, and I just had I just dropped a whole bunch of stitches again. That's what happens when you try to talk and read and chew gum and all that good stuff while you're trying to knit, right? Let's see. Hopefully that's it. Okay, so we'll slip one. Yeah, Vanderbilt Beach. That whole area where I used to live and ride my bike to the beach, from Wiggins Pass to Vanderbilt Beach. That's all destroyed too. Yep. I am knitting a cowl. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to have to name here pretty soon too. This is a 4-row repeat cowl, and I just love the stitch pattern. I'll stand up and show it to you a little closer in a second here. I do it on a garter stitch base, meaning that every row is knit. There are no purl rows, and I just love the texture it gives in lace even. So we've got a slip stitch. We have a slip stitch that's wrapped over 3 stitches on one row. Then in the following row, the yarn over is added back, and then after that it's 2 rows plain knitting. And what I love about this is that, well, first of all, it changes the stitch count from rows 3 to 4 because you decrease by doing the slip stitch on one row and then add the yarn over on the following row. And what that does, instead of doing them on the same row, is it gives you more of a structured whole. And what I like about this is that so often when I release a knit or a crochet pattern, someone immediately says, "Oh, can you make something just like it in the opposite," right? So I thought that the way this is set up with the yarn overs on a separate row of the slip stitch, I thought that this will be something that I could easily replicate similarly in crochet. And so when I'm thinking of this, I'm thinking of a 5 double crochet shell where you would work the next one on the center shell, a center stitch, or a 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, which would also give you that like structured shell columns. But if we worked it through the back loop only, then you could get that bar too. So we'll see what I end up deciding to do, but it'll be something of a column, straight column set of shells. And I think that I don't have a name for it yet, but I will. Like I said, it's not done yet. I don't even know how many balls of yarn it's going to take, so just in progress, just showing you the sneak peek behind the scenes. I was showing you this one today, and the new crochet design challenge vest is almost complete. No name yet, but almost complete. I have to name something after baby Bjorn. Yes, probably he probably needs a kitty bed or a kitty toy or something named after him, right? How do I decide what to knit and crochet? Not sure what you mean by that, but you know, sometimes it depends on what I think. I like to keep things balanced whenever possible. So like with just releasing a crochet book recently, by the way, the pre-order is over, so now you can buy both the paperback of Crochet Power 2 edgings. You can buy the paperback on my website. You can buy the paperback on Amazon, in all Amazon markets all over the world. And you can also download the ebook individually now. It will not come with the paperback anymore, but you can order it individually, which means you can buy both, or you can buy one or the other, whichever you prefer. Some people prefer ebooks, some people prefer paper books, that's fine. But what I was, in addition to mentioning that, I wanted to say that with a crochet book coming out, it makes me want to balance with adding some knit patterns too, which I have been. I've been working on the knit classes and some other knit patterns. The Nightingale hat, which just recently came out, and now this knit cowl. But I try to pepper in both. Thank you for the links, Judy. There, Judy's sharing links for both the paperback book and the ebook of Crochet Power 2 edgings on my website. Donna received her book last week. Wonderful. Gina's getting hers today. Great. And you know, once you guys have it in hand, we will talk about more things. I'll bring the edgings back out and we can go over when to choose what for what, and maybe even talk about some projects, do some crochet on fabric, add edgings to knit fabrics as well as store-bought woven fabrics or anything, and then even talk about how to combine knit and crochet, because I know some people were interested in that, and just even figuring out what edgings would you, I mean, there's no wrong way to be creative if you like the results, but you know, if you're trying to narrow down your options on a project, I can help you narrow down where to look for certain types of projects. Oh, Gina bought Crochet Power, the first one. Great. Another fabulous book. I know a lot of you have the first book too. The first book has so much information in it about all the different ways that you can take a stitch pattern and work it in different construction styles to make so many hundreds of different types of projects. Ooh, we got a lovey kitty here today. Yep, since the 15th was over the weekend, everybody who ordered through the 15th will be gifted the ebook on the day their book shipped. That was the pre-order promotion. But now that the 15th is over, it's no longer here, but you can still order everything any way you like. Who's a little lover bunny today? Does anybody have any other questions? You're welcome, Chrissy. Do I have an idea for the third one? Yeah, definitely. I like the idea of doing a Knit Power book like the first one, and I like the idea of doing Crochet Power 3 motifs and deconstructing motifs. So either one of those could be the third book in the series. That's great, Joe. I'm glad you got it. Yeah, I've been shipping for a while now. Where can you find the pattern for the mandala behind me? It is on my website. It's a pattern on my website, and it's a video tutorial here on YouTube as well. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. Oh, Judy beat me to the punch. There we go. Thanks, Chrissy. You can find my blouse on Amazon too. I can probably find it. The only thing is that I did cut out the lining. I thought the lining was super bulky in this shirt, which makes it more sheer without the lining, but I like to wear a sports bra with it, and I think it's just fine that way. Comes in some other colors that I would like to, but I got it in the dusty blue. Oh, that's great timing, Barbara. What sells the most, knit or crochet books or patterns? I don't know in general. It would probably depend on the brand and what the expectations are of the brand. But for my brand, for me as a designer, crochet sells better than knitting. Yeah, the lining would have been too hot too. I agree, Chrissy. Living in a warm climate, I did not like the idea of a thick polyester lining. It was too thick for a lining in my opinion, but I just cut it out right at the seams and it's fine. You're welcome. He just wants me petting his toes. So cute. That's awesome, Lori. Well, you placed an order for the top? She placed her order for the Crochet Edgings book on Amazon. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know some people prefer to shop on Amazon than directly on the website, and I think that has to do with like gift cards and points and stuff like that, and that's totally fine. Honestly, it is absolutely fine, and that's why I sell it in both places. All right, does anybody have any other questions? And I didn't hear any feedback of making a separate video for the cowl separate from the hat for the honey rose. Didn't hear anything about that. I will start working on a video for the crochet design challenge vest soon. Ah, yep, free shipping with Prime. That's right, Lori. If there's anything else you would like to see me make as a tutorial video this week or in the near future, let me know. How's my car? Is it okay? I had some water get into the car and I have some dings on it, and I've made an insurance claim from the hurricane on that, but haven't gotten anywhere yet. Ah, that's great, Gina. Yeah, it's a great deal if you have Amazon Prime. All right, I don't see any other questions, but that's okay. If you decide you have questions later on today about anything we talked about or didn't talk about, please always feel welcome to leave them in the comments. If you like my content, my videos, my channel, consider subscribing to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, chatting with me and everyone else, consider giving it a thumbs up. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.